16 years ago, at the opening ceremony of the 15th Maccabiah, the bridge that connected the holding area to the stadium collapsed, and members of the Australian and Austrian delegations fell into the polluted HaYarkon River. 4 died and many got injured. The Australian delegation came today to remember its casualties just days before the big celebration of the current Maccabiah will commence. Greg Small, who was one of the 4 who died in 1997, was remembered by his son Joshua, who is part of Team Australia for the 2nd time.
This is my 2nd Maccabiah Games as a Tempen bowling competitor, just like my dad, Greg. In fact, I'm wearing Dad's bowling shirt. In this way, I'm continuing the tradition started through my parents.
I'm here representing my dad, so I feel it's my privilege to be here and to compete, as obviously, in his sport and for Australia. As you can see, I'm wearing his bowling shirt from those games, so exactly, he is my life. I live my life for him. When I was younger, I didn't understand what was going on. There was a bit of anger, but I learned, to hate the right people, but to love the right people and to love what this Games represents, So it's a special occasion.
Dave Sharma, the Australian ambassador to Israel, admits he's getting ready to come see as many Maccabiah events as possible of Team Australia.
I think this is an incredibly important event for Australians of all religions, including most especially the Jewish community. It's one of the largest losses of life that the Australian Jewish community has suffered in modern times, and it's very important for me as the ambassador to make sure that I commit the government to always remembering this terrible loss 16 years ago. We have a significant Jewish community in Australia, about 120,000 people, and they make an incredible contribution in every field of life, business life, politics, commerce, sport, literature, art. They're a tremendously rich contribution to Australian life.
The president of Maccabi in Australia, Lisa Borowick, is extremely proud to lead a team which represents the almost 150,000 Jews who live in Australia.
For us, this is a huge amount of people, and we have probably a similar number of supporters who are here. So there's probably nearly maybe 1% of our community will be in the Teddy Stadium during the opening ceremony, which is magic. It's such a special event, the Maccabiah, and anyone who has the opportunity to be part of it, we strongly encourage them to come, because from an Australian perspective, we all feel that we are finishing a journey for others who couldn't do so, but we're also creating history and giving kids the opportunity to live their dream and do it through sport and be here in Israel. And that is just something that is priceless. We'll never forget Greg and Yeti and Warren and Elizabeth, because they were integral members of our team. We knew them in Australia. It wasn't that they were just someone who came in. They were part of our community. They left behind families and friends, and we'll never forget them.
And from the looks of it, no tragedy will stop Team Australia from striving on, with over 400 athletes competing at the 19th Maccabiah. For Jane 1, I'm Ron Jacobson at the Australian Delegation Memorial in Ramat Gan.